What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Corruption back again, this time with Dark Souls 2, the Ruin Sentinels boss guide. Now, with these bosses, it's kind of tricky, because when you first enter this fog gate, you're like, oh crap, there's 3 of them now. Well, as soon as you drop down, you're on this kind of narrow ledge. Stay on this ledge to fight this boss here, which I believe is Yahim. Fight him, and they'll leave you alone, the other 2, during this duration of the fight with the first one on the ledge. I haven't dropped down during the initial phase, so I'm not sure if all 3 will attack you, or if they wait for this one to actually fall first before the other 2 jump in. Now, I do recommend having a shield if you're going strength build. Again, 100% block durations are going to be the best option for you. But really, whatever you've got is going to help. But they do hit hard, and I do mean hard. Try to keep yourself from getting stuck by too many of the hits consecutively. I'd recommend trying to roll dodge past them, breaking your auto lock, running past them, and roll dodging through the attacks. And as you can see, it doesn't matter if they're down there. They'll jump up and just swat you off. So there's actually, I think, 2 fights that I failed on this one that you'll see before you actually get to the kill near the end. Some attacks that you really got to be worried about, especially the the spinning attack, the roulette attack, I guess you could say. I got kind of lucky because they both did it at the same time, and yeah, I don't know, it was just kind of interesting. If you can get both bosses to synchronize an attack like that, it's pretty good, because after the roulette attack, they don't tend to recover too quickly from their previous attack to get to the next attack. They kind of give you time in that sense, so this would be a good time, especially if you were a heavy weapon user, like a great sword, ultra great sword, to get a attack in. Now you gotta watch out for the leaping attacks, especially. They do a higher jumping one that's right here. It could be devastating if you get caught by this attack, so do be mindful very much of this attack. But really, these are about the only attacks that these bosses will do. I did get one attack near the end of this battle. As soon as I died, I did notice that the one boss did throw his shield towards me. And I never did get that to recreate, so I'm not for certain how or what stipulations that have to be met for that boss to throw the shield. Nor do I know what the moveset is after the shield is thrown. Now, I'm speeding up the video a bit, just to get through this first battle to get on to the next. Really, the best advice I can give you is try to single one out, wait for the one to attack, and then the one that you're singling out should attack second. During that second attack, as he's recovering, you can get a quick hit in, but really the only way you're going to get that hit in is if the first attack, after it's missed, the second attack basically has to follow up right after it. And usually the bosses will fall into that pattern pretty easily. It'll be a really consecutive attacks between them. And like I said, just try to get that attack in on the second one after he's missed. And just one attack. Don't try to get too greedy with it. And this was a shield throw. I slowed it down. I died at this point, but I seen that shield throw and I thought, what the hell? But I never did get to recreate again, so I'm not for certain, you know, what happens after the fact. Maybe the fight's a little bit easier after they've lost the shield. I don't know. But here we've gotten another kind of... I wanted to see, basically, if they would just come up one at a time, and really this was basically the entire arena that you needed. But no, be careful. After you kill the first boss, both of this remaining 2 bosses will jump up here and just destroy you. Now, if you're better at the roll dodging, like I said, I do recommend that a lot more, to basically break your lock on and roll dodge past an attack when you see it coming towards you, and basically try to get around behind them. If you're running like no shield or such, if you've got a decent shield and you can eat the shots, I wouldn't worry too much about trying to get positioning behind them. they're pretty quick on the turnaround, so it won't help you by a long shot, but it's another strategy that you can employ if you're having issues with this strategy. I haven't really tried with the bosses to see if anybody's susceptible to parrying, so, but I'm horrible at parrying. I had the absolute worst time with the final boss on the original Dark Souls, so. Now here we're going to get into the final kill video, and this time I did use some gold pine resin to get the lightning damage because these are armored enemies. So lightning damage is a pretty effective elemental against them. So if you've got any kind of resin that you want to use, try it out. Fire didn't seem to do too much, as I did have to switch to my fire sword in this match. But that kind of goes without saying. They're armored enemies, so electricity is the most damaging element that you can use. I haven't really tried any of the other elements in terms of poison or anything to see how that would work. Poison in this game is a lot more effective than it was in the original Dark Souls, but on bosses I haven't tried anything really. I did have a lot of close calls in this match, you could see those. But as I've said, about halfway through this fight I do start employing the tactic of trying to hit the second one. And I did get kind of greedy trying to hit the one I had already whittled down originally. But it works out. It was a really close call in a few cases, but this is about the easiest way I noticed that these bosses can be defeated. And as you see, after the second attack, the first attacker just generally backs off until after the second attacker gets to being recovered. So you've got just that small opportunity of time to get an attack in on one of them. So just focus one, and you should have no problem once one of them falls, because one alone is not that devastating. Anyways, y'all, I'm Corruption. Take care. Enjoy the rest of the video.